He starts off with the Giants up top, Bowlers and Witches to start creating that funnel, and their job on the corners is to head down the side of the base. The Giant trying to take out this mortar, taking on a lot of incoming fire so far. Yep. So on the other side
looks
as well,
like it's working pretty well. Yep. Triple jump, so you've got 3 jump spells. There's the second one. And notice that second jump spell is going to touch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different compartments with 1 jump spell. And that's what we're talking about precision. If you know the radius of your jump spells, there's the last one.
Inferno
that's going to
down.
let them get to the far Inferno. And that's key for getting out and trying to finish the 3-star.
Yeah, it's looking really good so far, directing his troops like a boss. But the question is honestly that 3 wizard tower compartment up on the top left of the base.
Dangerous.
Splash damage is awfully scary, but look at this. The Queen is actually heading that direction, doing him a massive favor by taking out not one of those splash towers, but it looks like he might be able to get another one as well, assuming she keeps pathing in that direction. But the pups actually redirect her. She's just confused now.
Kind of back and forth, yeah. Well, she's going to head and take out that Expo. And now it looks like if the jump spells stay up, there you go. 1, 2 jump spells. She's using the third wall, so that's beautiful. Had those jump spells expired, she's in a lot of trouble.
This is
But
close.
she jumped her way over to the other side. It's going to be tough. You've got a mortar, the cannon, 2 wizard towers, the Tesla. There's a lot left up there at the top, PB.
Look at the push coming from the bottom left. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to get there in time. He needed to get those up the side of the base, and it looks like the forums are going to fall a little bit short in this one. Too much splash damage up there with the mortar and 2 wizard towers to accompany the 3-point defenses still left up in this base. Very nice try from Holtz. Falls a little bit short though in this one.
Did you happen to notice the Warden hitting that wall? After the Queen died, the Warden gave about 3 or 4 more shots to that wall.
I've given up on Hero AI. I don't know.
Oh my goodness. And then he did move on. He started jumping around, but he wanted to smack that wall for the Queen there. Almost 90%. It's going to be so close, yet so far, because it's almost all defenses left.
It's a valiant effort, though. The pathing was going great so far, but honestly, that Queen just taking so much time, walking back and forth, taking multiple jump spells, trying to figure out what she was doing. That really kind of hurt the momentum of the raid. He might have been able to take out some key defenses if she would have just got with it and taken some of them out. Unfortunate. Let's ask him a little bit about what he thought.
Yeah, so Hopes, what do you think, man? That didn't quite go as planned. Was maybe, is there something that you, looking back now, you might change, like the placement of a jump spell that lets the Queen get over to those wizard towers, or?
Yeah, I did look at the other junction coming down the wizard tower side. I won't make excuses because that should have been a 3-star really. I didn't have long to plan, but we had time to talk about it quickly. And I misclicked my Warden power as well. I misclicked it.
Oh, did you hit it too soon, or?
Well, I misclicked it, went to use it, then realised I'd used it, and then had a little bit of on-air panic.
I see. Speaks to the benefit of spotters. I mean, to have people over your shoulder like that, sometimes it can be a detraction. There's too many people watching, but usually I've noticed a lot of these clans, and even other clans that I've watched, will have one player that's kind of sitting over your shoulder, helping out, helping you, hey, watch out for that ability, maybe the spell should be adjusted somewhere else than the way it was sketched out.
The person that helped plan the attack with you, so they have an innate knowledge of what is supposed to happen. So they see you kind of going off the rails a little bit, they can help correct the situation.
Exactly.
However, not saying Holmes did anything wrong there, it just didn't pan out for him.
That was super close, 90% 2-star, and a solid attack nonetheless. So why don't we go take a look at the war map itself and kind of scroll through things again.
I'm hearing we've got another live attack coming up, so I'm going to pan through this kind of quickly. We've got the Town Hall 11 still in the same shape for the Team Reddit. Forums still have 4 Town Hall 11s that need to be taken care of. And then we've got a whole lot of Town Halls to take care of as well. There's one that's unhit, and it looks like everything's starting to get hit. And that's where you see a lot of those stars have been made up right now. Titch, though, number 13, still unhit. And I would imagine you're going to see a hit on that base here in the very near future.
Exactly. So
on the
other side, still with a 6-star advantage, and there you see the blank on Apex, 0 out of 3, and it looks like what, at least 3 other 4, 5. So every other 11 was already hit.
That's right. So we skipped over a live because we got another one coming up right now.
We do.
We've got a star on the board for the forum, so they move up to 103 to 98. But from the Reddit side, Towers, are you ready to go, my man?
Yeah, ready as ever.
Can you tell us who you plan on hitting?
I'm going to hit their 13.
I had a feeling that might be coming. It's the only one left that has not been hit. What is the Grandmaster plan for base number 13?
Bowler Witch.
Bowler Witch on Titch.
Bowler Witch on Titch. I like it. Did you do a sketch for this?
I did not. Now I wish I did.
Did you think of another army and then switch? You know, if you don't get a 3-star on this, life's a big problem.
That's right.
It is.
Okay.
They're actually going to keep me in Finland if I don't 3-star.
That could be.
It's almost like on the way here. So, all right, next up, we've got number 13 going to be hit by Taurus. On you, man. Whenever you're ready.
All right, perfect. Let me just make sure I got my troops.
Making that last-minute double check to make sure he's got everything. You see Apex kind of leaning over there.
That's right.
Now,
It's good to make sure you take your time, take a deep breath. It's a little bit different environment than usual.
All right, I'm going in.
Do you normally see the coach like that put their arm around their neck? No, I'm kidding. No pressure from Apex over there. All right, we're watching Titch. There it goes. Here it comes. So the 11 again, the dip they call it, dropping down to take out that 10, hopefully grabbing the 3. Witch is out in the corners.
Loses a witch right off the bat. That's a kind of an unfortunate blow there. Tesla's outside the base in the corners. He lost a witch on that bottom side, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him a little bit later. Looks like the bowlers are being targeted as well down there on the right. So it's attack is getting weakened already on the bottom right, but let's see if the top and the have a strong push.
Yeah, exactly. Again, this was a fresh hit, so there's no knowing that there was a Tesla out there. And so Tarla's just having to kind of adjust as the battle goes on. You can see you've got a lot of units around the outside taking those structures out. The CC Hound just popped, and everybody in the center working out the core pretty well. And that exit strategy jump spell is already down in the top of the base here.
This queen has to sweep over to the right side and start taking out those Teslas and the splash damage over there. The Expo is doing work. There she goes, perfectly done by the queen. Very nice work. She should head over since there is no jump spell. Maybe we get the Inferno Tower as well. She's going to go through the wall.
Wow.
Oh, no.
She's clearly within range of that Inferno Tower.
He's got 4 balloons
the
left.
wall instead.
4 balloons left.
Oh, you're right. There's more balloons. There's a wizard. There's her ability. So things still looking good for Tarla's. Finally, she does get through that wall. Oh, man. None the worse for wear. She really was out of range of other defenses. I think that was probably the key.
Yeah,
she didn't take any damage while she sat on that wall.
Out of the defensive range is always nice, and look at that very clutch attack by Taurus here. Getting those balloons in on the backside of his base. The only thing left to do now is to get this wizard tower taken out. And wouldn't you know it, there's one balloon left that he can still use, and he has a queen with the ability. This is all said and done, guys. Drops the balloon in for just to be safe, you know?
Yeah. The crash damage from the last loon took the archer tower to the right of the wizard tower. That was technically probably a swag loon there. It wasn't even needed. And a solid attack from Tarla's. You know, I heard that earlier, I have to say. It was really cool to see both clans, you know, really supporting each other. Got to know each other this week here in Finland. It's kind of neat to see the camaraderie. You know, in a way, you guys are warring, but they're also two really, you know, cool communities of the Clash of Clans, and it's neat to see you guys interacting.
As somebody who's made a few of these trips, that's something that I personally value more than, you know, the clashing, the video games, all of that. It's just the people that you get to meet from around the world. Very cool. I'm sure these guys can probably feel similar. So, Taurus, very nice work, taking care of Titch, getting that 3-star, my friend. Did everything go as planned? It seemed like things didn't quite shake out the way you thought they might.
That queen battle, the Tesla taking out a witch early, that didn't help. The queen banging on the wall absolutely did not help at all. Instead of taking out the Inferno Tower that was in range. But I got lucky in the end, and I took it out and got the triple.
A little bit of skill involved as well, so very nice work on that. We have another attack by the Forums, I believe, right?
Yes, this would be Ashu, their #1, their top Town Hall 11, who isn't here with us today, taking on Cerebrus from Team Reddit. So this was Town Hall 11, again, another dip, attempting to take down one of their top Town Hall 10s. And I've got the replay up right here, so we can take a look at it. There we go. All right, and it looks like, well, you've got almost 2 rows of stuff. We talked about that earlier. It's kind of fun to fill up more than 1 row.
Absolutely. 2 rows of stuff. I like it.
I mean, spells and troops, you know what
I got you completely. It's dropped down below, so he's got to really scroll on that bar, and I know sometimes that can be a little bit dangerous as an attack. You kind of get lost in all the complexity of the attack. Every troop has a purpose, and when you start getting more and more troops, more and more spells involved, you can run yourself into the ground a little bit, get confused.
Yep, so Queen walking out on the right-hand side. Is he hoping that Queen's going to go out and stay on the outside of the base there, Powerball?
I believe he is. Probably trying to keep her away from a Hound. but no hound to be found.
No hound to be found. Valks instead coming out of the CC. Go Valkyries. Oh, so much for that. Okay, there's still one in there, but that core getting cleaned out pretty well. Archer Queen is going to stay up. She's got a couple of boulders and a giant with her out there on the right.
Yeah, Friendly Queen should take her out, no problem. She is now down. Queen continues on the outside of the base. Got the boulders and king in the core with the warden there as well. Still has a freeze spell, and probably going to see a delay on that freeze till the Queen gets in range at some point. She's taking her sweet time up there.
Yeah, well, the placement of this Inferno Tower, and there go the Teslas at 51%, is going to allow the freeze spell to freeze more than one defense, but you don't have a lot to this attack left other than the Queen and, well, what, 2 minions, an archer, and a wall breaker.
That's right. So it didn't quite work out for Ashu here from the forums. He's trying to get it done and going to fall a little bit short here.
Yeah, there's a lot of defenses in here being protected, and despite the fact that he's still got a freeze and the healer's trying to keep the Queen up, she's going to get the Town Hall, but there's pretty much no way this ends up being a 3. There's that freeze spell that grabbed the cannon in addition to the Inferno Tower.
Look at this, though. He's got that Queen still going. So much of this base still left up, only 45 seconds to go. Not enough time to get it done. The Queen platform, the bomb tower, the Tesla, all missed in the core up there. This is running just a little bit short. Looks like he's going to need to have the archers, I believe, take as much percentage as possible.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and fast forward since obviously it's not going to be a 3, but a solid 2-star nonetheless. And like we talked about, I mean, not every war can expect a 3 every single 10, right?
That's right. That's absolutely right. So we're about wrapped up with this one. It's a good